This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, Sandeep. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sorry. Actually, there was one function, so I need to attend. So I went there, but it got delayed.
No issues, sir. No issues.
Okay, so right. So yesterday we were discussing regarding the enterprise structure, right? So any doubts on enterprise structure? So do you have any doubts on enterprise structure? Right. If there is no doubts, then we need to continue with how to create these enterprise structure elements, right? We defined the enterprise structure elements, right? We defined the organizational elements, like we defined plant, we defined storage location, we defined purchase organization, we also defined the purchasing groups, right? So now we need to define these organizational elements in SAP as a configuration. So how are we going to do that? What activities we are going to, how are we going to do this particular configuration in SAP? Right, so the transaction code to do a configuration is SPRO, right? So in SAP, we do so many activities. So each and every activity, we will be identifying with one transaction code, right? So I will use one transaction code. Let me go to the system. So we will be giving you the access to SAP once we discussed about the enterprise structure. We will also let you know how to download this particular user interface. So if you want to log in into SAP, so you need to download the user interface. So you see this icon, right? This icon will be called as a user interface. So you need to download this particular user interface and configure the server details over here, right? So this is the, let us say I have, these are the server details which I have. So if you want to configure your server details, you need to configure the server details the same way how I have configured. We will help you out how to configure the server details, etc. But this is the server 183.82.121.186, and this is the instance number, and this is the system ID. So we will provide these details by using which you will be able to login into SAP system after configuring this server details, etc. Right, so let me now, the same way you will also have these details, right? We will help you how to configure these things, but once you have configured, if you wanted to log in into SAP system, you just need to double click on this particular icon.
Hello,
Right,
sir.
so I will just double click on this icon.
Hello.
Yes.
సార్ యాక్చువల్లీ మీరు లైక్ ఇది చెప్పారు కదా సార్, అంటే లైక్ ప్లాంట్ ఫస్ట్ స్టేజ్ అని, స్టోరేజ్ లొకేషన్ సెకండ్ స్టేజ్ అని,
Hmm.
పర్చేస్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ థర్డ్ లెవెల్ కదా సార్.
Yes.
పర్చేస్ గ్రూప్ సార్, పర్చేస్ గ్రూప్
Purchase group fourth.
అది
Purchase
ఫోర్త్
group
సార్.
is a fourth level of organizational element in SAP MM.
ఓకే ఓకే, ఫోర్త్ లెవెల్. ఓకే
Right.
సార్, అంటే
So yeah, purchase group is fourth level of organizational element. Right. So I just wanted to double click on this particular icon, right? So I just double click on it. Once I double click on it, it will ask for the relevant user ID and the password details. So the user ID which I have used to configure every, like it is like your Gmail account. If you want to log in into SAP, right, you will have your user ID and the password by using which you will be able to log in into SAP, right? And the same way, if I want to log in into SAP system, I need to have the user ID and the password details specified, right? So I will enter, I will be using the user ID as Babu. This is the user ID that is being created and given to me. And the password is program at the rate 12999. Program PROGRAM at the rate 999. Right, so once I entered the password and the user ID details, so I just need to double click on this particular, I will be able to log in into this particular type of screen, like where you will see the SAP Easy Access menu. By default, you will be logging into the SAP Easy Access menu. Right, so but this is the front end or the SAP end user menu where they will be doing various types of transactions. They will be performing various types of transactions over here, like create purchase orders, purchase requisitions, sales orders, etc. There will be so many activities that will be performed over here. This is the end user menu where a business users are doing the transactions. But as a consultant, we will also have access to one of the configuration screen known as SPRO, right? When I say SPRO, it is nothing but SPRO, right? So SPRO is the transaction code to do the configuration of the organizational element, right? When I specify a SPRO, what is the full form of SPRO? The full form is S means SAP, SAP, P means project, R means reference, O means object. SAP project reference object. So SPRO means is SAP project reference object. Right. So now I can enter, if I know the transaction code, I can enter this particular transaction code in the command bar. Right. So here I can enter SPRO and click on enter. Then it will direct me to the customizing execute project screen. If I click on SAP reference implementation guide, So this is the screen where you will be performing various types of activities or configurations. As a MM consultant, you will do MM related organizational configurations. SD consultant will do SD, and finance consultant will do finance related configurations. But if you don't know the transaction code, you can also have one of the option known as logical path or menu path. I can also use the menu path to do the transaction, to find out the relevant configuration elements. Alright, so I will go to the tools, I will go to customizing, I will go to the implementation guide IMG. SPRO is the execute project, right? If I double click on it, it will again direct me to the SAP reference implementation guide. I can click on display SAP reference implementation guide. So here also I will be able to see the configuration nodes, like how I have seen when I enter a transaction code directly over here. Right, so SPRO is the transaction code to create a configuration, which is nothing but SAP reference, SAP project reference object. Right, so let me now go to the configuring a organizational element. Right, so the first and foremost organizational element in SAP MM is the plant, right? Plant is the SAP MM first and foremost organizational element. Where I will create the plant. Like if you wanted to create organizational structure configuration, we have to use the node known as enterprise structure, right? This is the place where you will create a organizational elements. So I just need to double click on it over here, right? So I will expand this right arrow is there, right? So I just need to expand this. Then I need, if I want to create individual organizational elements, so I need to click on definition. I will expand the definition. Again, you have here logistics general, right? I will expand logistic general. So here you see there is something known as define, copy, delete, check plant. So before that, I wanted to understand what is a plant. What is the description of the plant? I just wanted to understand, right? Then what I will do, I will go to the IMG activity documentation. So there is some documentation is available over here. So I just need to click on documentation. If I click on over here, I will see. So what is a plant, right? If you wanted to study something related to the plant, you can study it over here. Plant is an operating area or branch within a company. Again, if I click on in logistics, a plant is an organizational unit for dividing an enterprise according to production, procurement, maintenance, and materials planning. A place materials produced or goods and services are provided. So this is nothing but a definition of the plant in terms of SAP terminology. Right now, like if you have some time, you just go through this documentation. You will see what is a plant, what exactly it will be, what is the purpose of creating a plant in SAP, what all details it will have, everything you will be able to see it over here in the this particular descriptions screen. Right, so I will just click on close. So if I want to create a plant, this is the plant, right? If you want to study what is a storage allocation, you just go to materials management, then go to the maintain storage location. All right, you just go over here and you study what is a storage location. Storage location is a place where stock is kept within a plant. Right, there may be one or more storage locations within a plant. A storage location has a description and at least one address. It is possible to store material data specific to a storage location. Like that, you will see some information related to a storage location. A storage location, I will again, if I click on its storage location here, it will give you some information. An organizational unit allowing differentiation between the various stocks of a material in plant. Right, so like that, if you want to study some information, you can study. Okay, I also provided you the descriptions over here, but if you want to go through SAP related descriptions, you can go through them as well. Now let me see, what is a purchase organization? If you wanted to study, you can study over here what is a purchase organization. Right, so maintain purchase organization, materials management. From the materials management and purchasing view, for all purchasing activities, including the processing of request for quotations, purchase orders, for example. Means purchase organization is nothing but a department where there will be various people involved in procurement activities. Right? So like we also discussed about what is company specific, plant specific, corporate group wide purchasing, nothing but a central purchase organization. Like that, if you have some time, you can go through all these documents as well. Then what is a purchasing group? Right, so purchasing group will not be available under enterprise structure. It is available altogether a separate place. Where it is available? It is available under materials management. Then we have purchasing. Then we have create purchasing groups. Here you have the description related to the purchasing group. If I click on IMG activity documentation, I will be able to see it over here, the descriptions for the purchasing groups. A purchasing group can be an individual or a group of individuals. Means it is nothing but a people, right? Individual is nothing but a person. I will again click on it. So a key for a buyer or a group of buyers responsible for certain purchase activities. Internally responsible for the procurement of the material or a class of materials. So like that, if you have some time, you can go through this particular documentation so that you will be able to understand what is the descriptions of these organizational elements. Right, so now I wanted to create a plant. Right, so where I will create, so I just need to go back. I will go to the SAP reference implementation guide. I will go to the enterprise structure. I will go to the definition. I will go to the logistics general. I will go to the, I will click on execute button, define, copy, delete, check plant. Right, I will go to the define copy delete check plant. So I will go to the copy delete check plant. I just double click on it. Then it will go to organizational object plant screen. I want to create a plant TM11 12 13, TS11 12 13, TP11 12 13. Right, so SAP says if you want to create a new plant, it will say take existing plant. So there should be a already existing plant, right? Take existing plant as a reference. Take existing plant as a reference and try to copy to a new plant. Take existing plant as a reference and try to copy. So try to copy to a new plant, right? So take existing plant as a reference. What is the existing plant? Let us see. I will have so many existing plants, right? I will go over here. Copy organizational object. So I will select, I will click on from plant, nothing but existing plants. I will click on, I will put 3 star, right? I will put 3 star and I will click on search. So here you will see already existing plants. There are these and all the plants that are already created, like 3000, 3200, 3300, like that. These and all the plants that are already created, right? So I will take any one of the plant as a reference, right? Like I don't want to take this. Let me see. I want to take R star, let us say. These and all the plants that are already created by somebody in the system. Right, like let me see. Say somebody created RJ11 R100, right? I will select R100 RJ03. I will select RJ02 as a plant. Somebody already created RJ02. I will take RJ02 as a reference and I will try to create my own plant. What is my own plant I am trying to create? I am trying to create a plant that is known as, let me see what is the plant code. So I am trying to create TM11. Right, I need to give TM11 over here. I just need to click on enter, enter, enter. That's it. I need not to do anything. Sandeep, will you able to join 7 to 8 in the morning? Why? Because we have 7 to 8 class going on. For them, I just completed the organizational structure configuration. Right. So for you also, I will complete this organizational structure. Then you can join along with them 7 to 8 a.m. so that there is a larger group over there. So you can also will discuss with them, or if you have any doubts in that particular group, you can discuss with them. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So 78, there is a class going on. For them, I just completed the organizational structure. So what I am planning, I will complete the organizational structure for you so that you can mingle with them, so that we will continue daily along with 78.
సో బట్ యాక్చువల్లీ 7 to 8 లైక్ కొంచెం కష్టం సార్ నాకు.
ఎందుకని ఏమైనా జాబ్ చేస్తున్నావా?
ఆహా, జాబ్ కాదు సార్. యాక్చువల్లీ నేను 7 to 8 అంటే లైక్ కొన్ని వేరే పనులు ఉన్నాయి సార్.
అంటే ఏంటి, ఏం అర్థం కాలే, ఏం పనులు?
అంటే ఇక్కడ షాప్ చూసుకోవాలి కదా సార్. అంటే
షాప్ చూసుకోవాలా?
అవును సార్.
ఓకే. ఎందుకంటే ఆమె అర్చన జాయిన్ అవ్వటం లేదు. మరి ఆమె ఆఫ్లైన్ వస్తుందా లేకపోతే ఏంటి, నాకు అర్థం కావట్లేదు. యాక్చువల్గా ఇప్పుడు ప్రజెంట్ అక్కడ ఆఫ్లైన్ స్టార్ట్ చేద్దామంటే కొంచెం ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది అక్కడ అంతా, అమీర్పేట. సో లెట్ మీ చెక్ విత్ హిమ్. ఇఫ్ షీ జాయినింగ్ ఆఫ్లైన్, దెన్ I will try to take offline along with both of you. Hello?
ఓకే సార్, ఓకే సార్. ఒకసారి
అర్చన
కనుక్కోండి
ఏం
సార్.
ఓకే, ఆమె ఆఫ్లైన్ ఓకేనా లేకపోతే ఏంటి కనుక్కో ఒకసారి. ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే. ఏంటి
అంటే
అంటున్నారు సందీప్?
అదే సార్, అంటే యాక్చువల్లీ ఫస్ట్ 15th స్టార్ట్ అయింది కదా సార్ ఈ 7 to 8 బ్యాచ్ అనేది.
ఏ 15th?
ఈ నవంబర్ 15th స్టార్ట్ అయింది కదా సార్. అంటే అప్పుడే వచ్చాను నేను, కానీ 7 to 8 ఉండడం వల్ల టైమింగ్స్ కొంచెం అడ్జస్ట్ అవ్వక కొంచెం వెయిట్ చేశాను అనమాట. నెక్స్ట్ బ్యాచ్ ఎప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది, అప్పుడు 12 o'clock అన్నారు. ఇంకా సరే 12 o'clockకి కంటిన్యూ అవుదామని.
ఎందుకంటే నువ్వు ఒక్కడే అయిపోయావు కదా ఇందులో గ్రూప్ లో, అందుకని చెప్పి
అదే
ఆలోచిస్తున్నా నేను.
అదే 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 సార్. ఈవినింగ్
సో
బ్యాచెస్ కూడా
గ్రూప్
ఖాళీ లేవా సార్? అంటే
ఈవినింగ్ బ్యాచెస్ ప్రజెంట్ మీకు తెలుసు కదా సిచ్యువేషన్, అమీర్పేటలో కొన్ని చాలా ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్లు అన్ని క్లోజ్ ఉన్నాయి ప్రజెంట్.
అవునవును. ఏమైంది సార్ అసలు మా ప్రాబ్లం?
This
పర్చేస్
conference will
ఆర్గనైజేషన్
now be recorded.
పర్చేస్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ ఉంది కదా సార్. పర్చేస్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్లో అది థర్డ్ లెవెల్. పర్చేస్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ అనేది థర్డ్ లెవెల్. దాంట్లో సబ్ టాపిక్స్ ఏంటంటే సెంట్రల్ పర్చేస్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్, కంపెనీ కోడ్ స్పెసిఫిక్ పర్చేస్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్, ప్లాన్ స్పెసిఫిక్ పర్చేస్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్, ఆ తర్వాత స్టాండర్డ్ పర్చేస్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ వచ్చింది. ఆ స్టాండర్డ్ పర్చేస్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ లో ప్రొక్యూర్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ మెటీరియల్ ఫర్ స్టాక్ పర్పస్ అలా ఒక 1 2 3 4 ఉన్నాయి సార్. దాంట్లో ఆ, పాట లేకపోతే పర్చేస్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ లో పాట అని నేను అడుగుతున్నా.
1 minute. So we have plant, right? We have plant, then storage location. Then we have purchase organization, right?
ఓకే.
Then we have purchase organization. Within purchase organization again, ఈ పర్చేజ్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ లోనే 5 కేటగిరీస్ ఉన్నాయి. సెంట్రల్, కంపెనీ కోడ్ స్పెసిఫిక్, ప్లాంట్ స్పెసిఫిక్, దెన్ స్టాండర్డ్, దెన్ రెఫరెన్స్. మీ డౌట్ ఏంది ఇక్కడ?
నెక్స్ట్ వచ్చిన పర్చేస్ గ్రూప్ ఉంది కదా సార్.
పర్చేసింగ్ గ్రూప్, ఎస్.
అది అది 4th లెవెల్ ఆఫ్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ ఎలిమెంట్.
ఎస్ ఎస్.
అది అదే అదే సార్ డౌట్. 4th లెవెలా లేదంటే ఆ రెఫరెన్స్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ లోది పార్ట్ అని
లేదు,
అడుగుతాను.
దిస్ ఈస్ సెపరేట్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ సెపరేట్ వన్. ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ పర్చేజ్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్, రైట్? సో ఎస్. ఓకే. Then we have, okay, so now you are clear, right? It is all separate one. There is no relationship between purchase organization and purchasing group.
ఎస్ సార్, ఎస్ సార్, నో డౌట్,
Both are
డౌట్ ఈస్
different.
క్లియర్.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so now I will try to create. So we were now able to create. We were now able to copy RJ02 to TM11 plant, right? So now I will try to create the second plant, that is, what is the second plant? TM12, right? So I will take RJ02 and I will try to create TM12. I just click on enter, enter, enter. I will click on enter. So now TM12 also created. I will try to create TM13. I will try to copy. You see there is something known as a transport request is being created, right? I will try to create a new transport request for my configuration. I will go to the create request, then plant configuration, for Tata Group. So I will give some meaningful naming convention and I will click on enter. So this is the new transport request got created. What is the purpose of transport request? Why we are creating? We will discuss that as well. Right. So I just created TM12, 11, 13. Then I will also create TS11, 12, 13. TS11, so TS11, TS12, 13. Right. So TS11, TS12, and TS13. TS11, 12, 13 also created. I will also create TP11, 12, 13. Right. TP11, TP11, TP12, TP11, TP12, and TP13. So we were able to create all the plants now. But why I have taken one plant as a reference and created altogether a separate new plants? I have taken RJ02 as a reference and created TM12, right? Why we have created? What is the requirement to take RJ02 as a reference and create new plant? The reason is plant, whenever you create a new plant, there are hundreds of backend tables which will be getting updated. So if you want all the tables to be updated perfectly for a particular new plant which you are trying to create, then we need to give, as per the SAP best practice, we need to select the existing plant as a reference and try to create a new plant so that there will not be any inconsistency in updating the tables. So that is the SAP best practice. SAP best practice is, if you are doing any configuration, right, take existing plant as a reference and copy to a new plant. So this is the SAP best practice. Whenever you are doing a configuration, you need to take existing plant as a reference and try to copy to the new plant so that all the tables will be getting updated properly. Right? So actually I need to go to school to pick up my kids. We will discuss the remaining part tomorrow session. Right? So SAP మీ దగ్గర ల్యాప్టాప్ ఉందా?
ఉంది సార్, ఉంది.
ఉందా? So if you have a laptop, try to we will give you a SAP access once we have completed entire org structure, right?
ఓకే.
Once we have completed entire org structure, or we will give you the SAP access, then you can start practicing the same in SAP system.
ఓకే. ఓకే.
Okay, then we will meet tomorrow. Or actually I need tomorrow also I need to go to somewhere for marriage function, right? If I came early tomorrow, we will do that. Otherwise we will see on Saturday I will
సార్,
take full class. Yeah,
సాటర్డే క్లాస్ ఉంటుందా సార్?
yeah, Monday to Saturday, right? 6 days a week. We will be doing 6 days a week, but the rest of the institutes they are doing only 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. But what
ఓకే.
about
అంటే
you?
ఏం లేదు. అంటే ఫ్రైడే ఇంటికి వెళ్దాం అనుకుంటున్నాను సార్. ఫ్రైడే ఇంటికి వెళ్తున్నాను. సో సాటర్డే సండే ఇంటి దగ్గర ఉండి మండే మార్నింగ్ ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేసేలాగా ప్లాన్ చేస్తున్నాను. లేదనుకుంటే వింటాను, పర్లేదు.
But Saturday you can join online, right?
సాటర్డే ఆన్లైనా సార్? ఓకే సార్.
Oh, okay. Okay. So as you wish. Okay. So Saturday we will be planning to. If you are planning to come to our institute, we will open on Saturday. Otherwise, we will do it directly on Monday. But if you wish to join on Saturday, you can join on online as well if you are going home.
ఓకే.
Okay,
కానీ
please
క్లాస్
let
అయితే
me know.
ఉంటుంది.
Yeah, see, if you are able to join, then we can take online on Saturday.
ఓకే.
Right? You can join from your home. Otherwise, we will directly do it on Monday. We will meet on Monday at offline.
డన్ సార్, డన్ సార్.
Okay
నేను
then.
మీకు రిమైండ్ చేస్తాను ఏదనేది.
ఏంటి?
మీకు రిమైండ్ చేస్తాను సార్ ఏదనేది.
ఓకే, గ్రూప్లో రిమైండ్ చేయండి, నో ప్రాబ్లం.
ఓకే. ఓకే సార్. ఓకే.
ఓకే దెన్, థ్యాంక్ యూ, బాయ్ బాయ్.